And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
McPherson's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 38, Howell. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Colts, nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Howell down to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Colts, nothing.
Here we go. Here we go. 11-90.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be fourth down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
Wide open receiver, complete.
He's got the first down and more. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 13-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 27.
Burrow connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's get set. 11.
Burrow on 3rd down.
This pass complete to Melton.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33.
11.
Here's Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
11.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13.
Colts 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, Howell to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Howell forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now he'll look to throw it.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
On first down, Howell.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
On one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Gun.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Burrow. Shorts has got it.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now throwing on first down here. This pass caught. It's Woods.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Taylor is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Taylor again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. Powell, third and goal. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eli Apple. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Powell throwing again after the pick six.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A give for Taylor running right.
And it's a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Back to throw. Howell. Able to find his man, Woods.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it.
And the Bengals grab it. There he goes, right side. 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Howell.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. He's got room at the 30.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
11 empty, 11 empty. 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon. Down inside the 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Shoves him aside.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
On one, ready?
In motion, the tight end. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals.
Brevin Jordan.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Colts 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action with Howell. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's 4th down.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. Tries the right side, finding Woods here.
But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT, take that.
Now it's Mixon running right, and he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
12, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Burrow will throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On first down, Howell.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today.